everyone, my name is Terry.
And I'm Angel.
And today we're going to make some whole food plant-based crab cakes.
Yummy. Okay, let's get started, honey.
Okay.
So what we did is we started with 2 jars of hearts of palm. I get these at BJ's or Costco. They come in 1 pack, so like this in cellophane. I take them out of here, put them in a colander and drain them, and I rinse them really, really, really well because we want the least amount of sodium possible. So I started to break them up like crab in here, and my sweetie is gonna go ahead and continue to break up the rest of the hearts of palm so that we have all 25 ounces that come in that package. Okay, thank you.
It looks like real crab too.
It does, it looks just like crab. I love it. And then we're gonna use one of our homemade jars of chickpeas, but if you don't can your own chickpeas, no problem. Just use 1 15-ounce can, drained and rinsed. So, some recipes I've seen call for the aquafaba, but I don't use that because it has a lot of salt in it. So for Terry, I just don't, really use anything that has a lot of salt, sodium, fat, so we can keep him healthy and away from saturated fat. So he's breaking that up, and he's also gonna squish these chickpeas in there. Not all of them, but a decent amount. So
there's squishing going on.
Lots of squishing, it's fun. And so we'll do, he's almost done with the crab and then the chickpeas. And then what we're gonna do, in my recipe, I like to add more citrus. So I use the juice of 1 lemon in this recipe. So pretty simple when you have one of these neat little manual devices. Or, you know what? If you don't have one of these, just take your lemon and stick a fork in it and go like this. It works just as well. The only thing is this protects you from the seeds. So sometimes you can dig the seeds out ahead of time or dig them out of there. So the juice of 1 lemon. I am going to use 1 teaspoon of garlic powder because we love our garlic.
Absolutely.
We love our garlic. So 1 teaspoon.
It's amazing how this looks just like crab.
And we love it. We have had this recipe several times.
Absolutely. It's one of my favorites.
We love it. So I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of vegan Worcestershire sauce. Make sure when you're using Worcestershire sauce that it's vegan because they're not all vegan. So you have to buy the vegan one. I buy this. It's called the Wizard's Organic Vegan Worcestershire sauce. So we really like it. I just use 1 teaspoon of this. In this recipe, and if you have a helper, it goes twice as fast. And then I use 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, which has just exploded on me.
I love Dijon mustard.
Oh my gosh, I do too. We made a delicious lunch with our Dijon mustard today. So we're gonna put 1 teaspoon of that. I am gonna put 1.5 teaspoons of Old Bay. I try to be really, really careful with Old Bay. It does give that seafood flavor, but it is salty. So I do not like to give Terry a lot of salt, but these are crab cakes, there's a lot in there. So I do use 1.5 teaspoons, which is plenty. I don't know if you've ever used this kelp. If you're new to this, you probably haven't, but these kelp granules are awesome. They make the food taste like seafood. So I use a whole tablespoon of this because I love this kelp. It's not hard to find. You should be able to find it. I mean, you can definitely get it at Whole Foods. I'm not sure if they have it in the regular grocery store, but any local little store that has organic food, or you can buy it online at Amazon.
Absolutely. It's almost like a secret ingredient.
And then I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of parsley because parsley is delicious in crab cakes. And if I used mayo, I would probably add about 1/4 cup of mayo. But as you know, I don't like to give Terry any salt or fat fat, saturated fat. So in place of the mayo, I'm just going to use my homemade hummus, which is oil-free and salt-free. It just has...
And tasty.
It's very tasty.
Tasty. Tastes better than mayonnaise.
It has chickpeas, it has lemon juice, and it has garlic. So it's absolutely delicious. And sometimes, to get it a little bit more creamy like that, I do add no salt vegetable broth. Terry and I can our own vegetable broth, so we just take vegetables, boil them off, and we have vegetable broth and we can it. So I do take that in this a lot of times too. So let's call it chickpeas, lemon juice, garlic, and you could put granulated garlic as well, which is also delicious, and a little bit of vegetable broth, maybe half a cup or something like that, okay? So, and then Terry loves, loves, loves green onions, so sometimes I'll put a half a cup in here, but because I'm being nice today, we're gonna put 3/4 of a cup of just chopped green onions, and I use the white part and the green part, so no problem, but this does really give it that crab sort of taste. And that's really the ingredients, and this is delicious. What
smells delicious.
What you can serve it with if you like. First of all, you could have Krabby Patties. You can make our homemade wheat rolls, put the little crab cake on there and have a Krabby Patty. We do eat those because some of this, obviously, we will freeze. These freeze really, really well. We will not eat all of this. And so we'll have the patties, we'll bake them like we're gonna do now. We do not fry them. You could take these and cover them in panko and fry them if you were not whole food plant-based. But for whole food plant-based, I do not recommend frying ever. And so what I'm gonna do...
How's this look like?
That looks delicious. You're the best cook ever, and you don't even have to clean your hands.
I don't?
Nope, because we are gonna make the patties.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna try to scoot this stuff out of the way. There we go. Okay. And then we are gonna take the crab cakes, and we're just gonna form them into the patties of our liking. So like I was saying, we're gonna bake these at 350 degrees. We're not gonna add any breadcrumb. We're not gonna add any panko. You can if you want them a little bit more crispy. That's really up to you and your taste and your liking. I just try to keep it as whole food plant-based as possible. And these, trust me, try them this way first. And then if you feel like, you know, but these will not let you down. No,
and these are so delicious as a lunch snack. You know, once you make them and you freeze them, oh my God, you can just come up and, you know, zap them real quick.
We always say up. Our office is downstairs.
Downstairs, yeah.
And, whoops, please.
That's kind of a...
So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bake these. I have this parchment lined cookie sheet. I'm gonna bake these at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. And the only thing I'm doing is getting them crispy. Wow, that's a jumbo
That's
size.
a big one.
That's a jumbo. So that's what we're gonna do with these. And then tonight, I am gonna serve these with a new recipe that I tried today, and we were very, very pleased with it, which is a potato salad.
Yes.
That I will put the recipe in the description box because I had a lot of fun with it.
Yes.
I used some potatoes and some butternut squash. Let me just get a napkin really, really quickly so I can show you how pretty it is. Like I said, I will put the recipe in the description box. It was pretty easy, but it's really delicious. We really enjoyed trying it.
Oh my gosh, it was so delicious. And Angel, she's a...
Fat-free.
Fat-free.
No, I did not put mayo in this, or I put hummus, and I put butternut squash, and I put potatoes and celery and onions.
And again, she's so creative when it comes to different recipe combinations and putting things together, and she's always obviously very thoughtful of me and you know, not having a lot of you know, any kind of fat, obviously any type of added salt. So it's very healthy.
No added salt for sure. And for me too, we get to live longer together. You'll need 1 pint or 1 15-ounce can of chickpeas, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, juice of 1 lemon, 3 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, 1½ teaspoons of better than bouillon, 1/2 cup of no salt veggie broth, and fresh cracked pepper to taste. You will also need 2 cups of butternut squash, 4½ cups of red potatoes, 1/2 red onion, and 2 stalks of celery. When it's prepared, you'll have a beautiful butternut squash potato salad that's delicious. And then tonight I'm gonna steam off some asparagus, and we're gonna have asparagus, and I did make some bowls of watermelon. And I was gonna drizzle the watermelon with a little bit of balsamic, and then I tasted the watermelon. Terry, you knocked it out of the park picking the watermelon. So we're gonna
have to tell you that little secret on
yes,
the show.
we will, absolutely. We have the secret of all secrets. So what we're gonna do is finish forming these crab cakes, the jumbo crab cakes that my sweeties, do you see how big these are? And we're gonna bake them in 350-degree oven for 20 minutes, and we'll be right back.
Hi everybody, we are back.
And they're all done.
And they smell delicious.
They do.
Looks delicious. And I can't wait to dig in.
You know they taste delicious, right?
Absolutely.
So what we did, I did remember when I shut the camera off that I forgot to tell you how to freeze them. I started talking about them and then I got sidetracked. So we do bake them. We usually eat 2 a piece because we do eat quite a bit. I don't know if you can see the pan back there and how I took them off with the spatula. But we'll take the rest of them and I'll just put saran wrap and stack 2 and put a sheet of saran wrap in between that and 2 more and then just wrap them like that. You can put them in a Ziploc freezer bag, and like Terry said, you can pull them out one by one. You can have them for lunch, you can have them for dinner, whatever. They're really delicious anytime. You can warm them up really quickly in your oven. You can warm them in the microwave too. They just won't be as crispy. These, Terry kind of made jumbo size. So I did cook them on 350 convection for 25 minutes. So usually I do cook them for 20 minutes, but these are big. It's all good. So I wanted them to be a little bit brown, but hopefully you can see how beautiful they are. I have the butternut squash potato salad here. The steamed asparagus, I just steamed the asparagus in my steamer basket for 4 minutes. And then obviously the crab cakes, it'll be absolutely delicious. I did make a cocktail sauce for the crab cakes because we don't use tartar sauce because that has to be made with mayo. So we choose the cocktail sauce. You can eat them plain as well. They're delicious, but as you know, Terry's a dipper. And so we do use the no sugar added ketchup. It has no fat, no saturated fat, none of that, no sugar added. And then some horseradish to your liking. I love horseradish. Then I just mix that together and we have a beautiful cocktail sauce.
And I made my famous peanut butter sauce with my peanut butter powder. I put a little syrup in there. I put a little rice vinegar and
we're good to go. No tamari tonight because we have enough salt with the bay, the old bay. So no tamari tonight. And so what we're gonna do, are we gonna swim?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is take a little bit of Terry's famous peanut sauce and we are gonna drizzle it over our beautiful steamed asparagus because we love peanut sauce. And then we're gonna take some of our tartar sauce and put it on top, again, to your liking. However much you like, you can add it. And that's what our beautiful plate looked like. So we have the peanut, asparagus, tartar sauce. Terry, you look like you're ready to taste, honey. All right, let's do this.
I'm just waiting on you, babe.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I'm ready. I'm going after the crab.
Okay, I want you to go first.
Oh my gosh, I love these. I already know they're delicious. I love it with the cocktail sauce because it just really gives it that taste. You have, please try them this way first before you go breading them and frying them.
So good,
You're
so delicious.
really, really gonna enjoy them.
And the texture is just like a crab cake.
It is, and the taste.
And the taste is just like a crab cake.
That kelp and that Old Bay, it takes it over the top. You're gonna love it. I have tried this potato salad 3 times now, and it is absolutely
It gets better and better each time.
I do? I do like it better. I've been sitting in the fridge for a few hours. So I ate it right away. It was good. But I do like it out of the fridge, and I bet tomorrow it's going to be even better. Can we try your peanut sauce, honey?
Absolutely will. Just cut that there real quick. You take a top, I'll take one. I'm a dipper.
I know you are. Delicious.
So
this
good.
is a delicious meal.
Just how we like it.
I ate off of Terry's plate, so I get on mine too.
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
I hope you enjoyed our show, and if you like what we're doing, subscribe to our channel. We really enjoy sharing our whole food, plant-based life with you, and
Absolutely.
the health and wellness and well-being and how wonderful we feel.
Absolutely. And we love to hear your comments too. So, you know, email us at plantbasedlove22@gmail.com, or send us some comments on our channel. We'd love to hear, you know, what you have to say, and we're doing all this for you. And
absolutely.
we love it. We love
or we'll
you.
make anything you want us to make.
Absolutely. So give us any suggestions that you have. So.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Love you guys. Take care.
Bye-bye. This whole food plant-based meal looks as delicious as it tasted.
Oh my gosh, it was so delicious. We hope you guys enjoy.